If you're over 60 or caring for aging parents, please take a few minutes for this video because it could truly change your life. A stroke doesn't always come with a warning. It often strikes when we're least expecting it, frequently while we're asleep. 1 minute you're fine, but the next, your body might not move, your speech could be slurred, or worse, your memory starts to fade. As a neurologist, I've seen far too many older adults overlook simple daily habits that quietly increase their risk of stroke, especially in the evening. You might think you're healthy, but repeating these routines daily could be harming your brain and blood vessels without you even realizing it. In today's video, Senior Health Zone will count down the 7 most dangerous evening habits commonly found among seniors, based on updated scientific research from the US, Japan, and Europe. Stroke is a leading cause of severe disability in older adults, and most people only realize it when it's too late. So, make sure to watch until the end to understand the dangerous, often overlooked symptoms and how to protect your brain and circulation as you age. Making just a few small changes could save your life and the lives of your loved ones. Let's begin with the number 7 habit that may be putting your brain at risk is sleeping in the wrong position, especially sleeping face down or with your pillow too high. While these positions might feel comfortable, they disrupt blood flow to the brain, especially in older adults with cervical spine degeneration, carotid artery narrowing, or atherosclerosis. A 2021 review in Sleep Medicine Reviews found that improper sleep posture can reduce blood flow to the brain by 15 to 20% in seniors. Over time, this increases the risk of transient ischemic attacks and even full-blown strokes during sleep. So what's the safest position? Experts recommend sleeping on your left side, with your head, neck, and shoulders supported by a moderately firm pillow. This position improves circulation and activates the glymphatic system, your brain's natural detox system during sleep, according to research from the University of Rochester. So tonight, check your pillow and adjust your position. A small change could offer big protection for your brain. Habit number 6, spending too much time in front of screens. That's your TV, your phone, your iPad. In the evening could be putting your brain in danger. When blue light from screens hits your retina, your brain gets confused. It thinks it's daytime, so it stops producing melatonin, disrupting your sleep and your natural body clock. According to a 2022 study in Neurology, even dim light in your bedroom, just 10 lux, is enough to increase the risk of high blood pressure by 74% and diabetes by 82% in older adults. And both of these, as we know, are leading risk factors for stroke. So remember, your bedroom isn't a movie theater. Turn off all devices at least 60 minutes before bedtime. Instead, try listening to some calming music, reading a paper book, or simply sitting in quiet relaxation. Let darkness become your brain's ally, not its enemy. Habit number 5 that raises your stroke risk is eating dinner after 8 p.m., or simply too close to bedtime. The Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism reported in 2019 that eating late causes your blood sugar and insulin to spike, and if you go to sleep right after, your body can't properly process all that sugar and fat. This leads to higher blood fats, increased blood pressure, and more oxidative stress, all factors that damage your brain's blood vessels. What's more, eating late can worsen acid reflux, leading to restless sleep and preventing your cardiovascular system from getting the full nightly recovery it needs. Especially for older adults, a disrupted body clock from late eating increases the risk of silent strokes while you sleep. Here's the expert tip. Aim to eat dinner before 7 p.m. and choose lighter meals. Think oatmeal, steamed vegetables, a boiled egg, or soft fruits. Don't make your stomach work overtime when your brain is trying to rest. Habit number 4 is incredibly harmful to your brain, yet it's incredibly common among older adults, and that's consistently sleeping less than 6 hours per night. Many seniors often say, "I'm older now, so less sleep is normal." But actually, chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just leave you feeling tired, it drastically increases your risk of stroke. A 2020 study in the Stroke Journal analyzed over 160,000 individuals and concluded that people over 60 who slept less than 6 hours per night had a 4 times higher risk of stroke compared to those who got a full 7 to 8 hours. This is because a lack of sleep elevates hormones like cortisol, adrenaline, and CRP. These substances raise blood pressure, increase heart rate, and lead to inflammation in the brain's blood vessels, 3 dangerous factors that can result in a stroke during the night or early morning hours. If you frequently wake up between 3 and 4 a.m., or if your sleep is consistently restless, it's a sign your body is out of balance. Reassess your sleeping position, avoid tea and coffee after 3 p.m., and try to establish a consistent bedtime routine before 10 p.m. Quality sleep won't just make you feel better. It actively protects your brain from the silent risk of stroke. Habit number 3 that puts your brain at risk is not drinking water before bed. Many older adults avoid drinking water in the evening because they're afraid of waking up to use the restroom. But the truth is, being dehydrated while you sleep can cause your blood to thicken, and that's a very real danger to your brain. The Journal of Stroke and Cerebrovascular Diseases reported in 2015 that even mild dehydration increases blood viscosity, which then slows blood flow and raises the risk of clot formation, especially during sleep. This is particularly dangerous if you already have high blood pressure, atrial fibrillation, or if you're taking diuretics. At night, your body shifts into recovery mode. Your heart rate slows down, circulation becomes sluggish, and if your blood is thick, the risk of a blocked vessel in your brain significantly increases, especially between 3 and 6 a.m., which is a common time for many strokes to occur. Just a small glass of water before bed, about 3 to 5 ounces, is enough to help keep your blood flowing smoothly, reduce the risk of clot formation, and ensure your brain stays nourished throughout the night. Coming in at number 2 on our list of dangerous brain habits is not monitoring or controlling your blood pressure in the evening, especially if you're already on medication for hypertension. Many people assume checking their blood pressure during the day is enough. But the truth is, your brain's blood vessels are most vulnerable at night, while you're sleeping. A phenomenon known as non-dipping blood pressure, meaning your blood pressure doesn't drop at night, has been shown to more than triple the risk of stroke in older adults, according to a 2013 study in the Hypertension Journal. Typically, your nighttime blood pressure should be 10 to 20% lower than your daytime readings. But for many people over 60, especially those with underlying heart conditions, diabetes, or poor sleep, their blood pressure either stays consistently high or even rises overnight. This puts your brain's delicate blood vessels under prolonged stress throughout the night, leading to tiny micro tears or the formation of blood clots in damaged areas. So, make it a habit to check your blood pressure about 30 minutes before bed and keep a record of it. And if your doctor has prescribed blood pressure medication for the evening, please never skip that dose. And the number 1 most stroke-inducing evening habit that many older adults unknowingly maintain is having alcohol, wine, or cocktails before bedtime. It might sound relaxing, just a small glass to help you drift off. But the truth is, alcohol doesn't give you quality sleep. It just tricks you into feeling drowsy. The BMJ reported in 2021 that alcohol at night causes an adrenaline surge, leading to abnormal heart rhythms and increasing the risk of atrial fibrillation, a major cause of stroke due to blood clots. The American Heart Association warns that just 1 drink per night can increase the risk of atrial fibrillation by 2.6 to 3 times in people over 65. Even more dangerously, alcohol also causes blood vessels to suddenly expand, then overcompensate by constricting, leading to erratic blood pressure fluctuations throughout the night. Additionally, alcohol dehydrates you, causing your blood to thicken, and when you're in a deep sleep, this can lead to silent blockages in your brain's blood vessels, which we call silent strokes. You won't notice them right away, but your memory, balance, and reflexes gradually decline. If you enjoy a little something in the evening, opt for caffeine-free herbal teas like chamomile or ginger tea, or simply warm water. Don't let a small glass of alcohol disrupt your big sleep and put your brain in the danger zone. I want to share a true story with you. Elaine, she's 72 years old, lives alone in Colorado. She's healthy, active, doesn't smoke, and doesn't have diabetes. She usually ate dinner around 9 p.m., had a glass of red wine, watched TV until almost midnight, and then went to bed late. She thought it was the perfect relaxing routine. Until one morning, she woke up to find that her right arm couldn't lift. The right side of her face was numb and slightly drooping, and her speech was slurred. It was a mild stroke, but a clear warning sign. Luckily, she got to the hospital in time and made a good recovery. But afterwards, looking back at those evening habits, she told me, "I had no idea such small things could almost permanently damage my brain." That's why I made this video, because it's these very small evening habits that can quietly undermine your brain health if we're not paying attention. Evening is when your brain prepares for tomorrow. It either recovers or it sustains damage. The 7 evening habits we've discussed might seem harmless, but they can triple or even more your risk of stroke, especially for those over 60. Now you know what to avoid and what to change. Don't wait for a stroke to force you to slow down. Protect your brain now and enjoy many more years of clarity, energy, and independence. If this video has helped you, please share it with your family and friends, because sometimes a simple glass of water before bed can save a life the next morning. See you in the next video from Senior Health Zone.